All right. Sorry, boy.
Longest intro ever.
No, it's because this.
That's the best callback, Toby, when you could be like, but I'm not a rapper.
Yeah.
And just rap some nonsense and literally just be like, but I'm not a rapper.
It's because the system it wasn't letting me connect when I was trying to connect us. So I was just like, I was trying to do all the stuff, and instead of stopping the music, starting the music back, going, I was just like, nah, fuck it.
I've noticed you've been doing that quite a bit lately, letting it run for a little longer.
Well, it's just instead of stopping it just so that we can. Okay. Well, the reason I do that is because when we go live, it takes about 1 minute for the live to connect on all the platforms. So instead of like, I can't really time that. It just kind of takes that long. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but so that's what I do when I just wait until I actually see it connecting to all the different platforms, and then I put us on, so that in the meantime, people are just listening to the wonderful, beautiful introduction that was produced and made by Skin Deep and Abstract. Yeah. There we go.
Do we need an update, or are we keeping this for life?
I mean, you guys said you were going to work on something, so
I don't like change though. I hate when niggas turn around and like.
I don't like change.
I hate change. I'm an old man. And then you change up the
Yeah,
song.
that's true. That's true. It'll sound different now because we make
perfect theme music, and then the motherfucker changes the song, and you're like, "Why'd you do that?"
You're referring to
Oh,
50 Cent Power?
yeah. I was gonna say,
what
I was like, what show did that pissed everybody off so bad?
I'm referring to 50 Cent and Power. I'm referring to Stone Cold Steve Austin when he went heel. I'm referring to The Rock like 9 times. I'm referring to Jericho when he went away and came back. What did he do that for? I'm referring to Triple H.
Yeah, but you gotta admit the first version of The Rock. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Was so bad.
It's not as good as if you smell what The Rock.
Actually,
that's a better one.
When he said, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?" and it got into the high, like the full string version before he switched to "If You Smell," that was the sweet spot to me. That was my sweet spot.
Okay. But I think the one I said is the one everyone remembers.
I was gonna say.
I have nothing to offer when it comes to wrestling talk again, other than we don't want to start that conversation again because it always derails into Dave and Skinny getting mad at me explaining I don't believe in K-Fab, you guys telling me K-Fab is the future, me saying okay, then everyone people are getting at me, and
anyone else listening to us right now cares about wrestling.
That's what you'd be surprised.
See, I knew.
DJ and Devin do.
I knew they were gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, we got Brandon in the stewed, or on the live chat.
Dude.
My fucking boiling ass room. That's right.
Oh no. Yeah, I turned off the fan, but I still have my AC running. Thankfully, it's now a ductless, like, quiet model, so I can leave it on. Remember when we used to do it at the old place, and we had to close the door to the room, and we'd be, like, sweating?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm kind of sweating in this room right now. The AC is not as strong in my office, so I got 2 fans going, so let me know if you hear them in the background going off like a...
So far, it's okay. So far, it's okay.
Cool.
Boys, we got a wild one. One that I can't see for some reason. Nothing's loading on my computer all of a sudden. It's streaming because I see us streaming. We are live, but I can't see, and my computer's not letting me do anything else right now. I don't know why.
Are we hitting the ground running on the first topic on the docket?
Oh yes. Do you guys want to start off? I just realized one of the reasons why my laptop is probably slow. I'm gonna go run to fix that. But you guys want to start talking about Kanye being a jackass? Kanye is a jackass. Everyone else? Kanye is a big dumb doofus. Yeah, y'all go ahead. Kanye is the biggest bullshitting idiot that's ever tried to rep black people, and we should disassociate ourselves with him. You guys want to just start that line? You want to just take that running? Just.
I'm so happy I didn't have to bring that up.
Kanye is a musical genius, but a complete jackass and a moron. Go ahead. You guys want to just run with that? Here, alley-oop. Alley-oop. There you go.
Just fine, man.
Brian is speaking for me.
Yeah, I think this was a topic you put on the list. So
Reginald,
maybe.
Did I put it? Oh yeah, I think I did put it. But I think we said we wanted to talk about it, so I was just
here's what I'll say about the situation on my end. I don't care about America.
Oh,
The fact that Donald Trump made it as president, I actually believe Kanye truly believes he can make it too.
yes.
Of course.
Regardless of what he's saying. And I don't even think he has a bad like campaign to go on. You know what I mean? Especially in America.
He does it, but
That's. Go ahead.
him doing that almost guarantees a second. Say he actually does it, I would say it's probably the greatest tag team / alley-oop move I've ever seen, because people hate Donald Trump, but America hates Kanye West more than they hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he'll get a second term if Kanye actually does that.
Do you think that's actually true?
Dude,
No, do not tell
No.
me. Are you trying to suggest that the next presidential debate will only be between Donald Trump and Kanye?
No.
That's how you think
Joe
it will go
Biden.
down?
No.
First
'Cause
things
I'm gonna
first.
lose my shit. That's
Hold on.
No, here's one thing I
Rewind
heard
super
about.
quick. I just want to explain to people who are listening, if you don't understand, one of the things is Kanye would be running on a separate third party, which is not common in the United States. I think the last
Right.
person that did it was Ralph Nader when I was a kid. I don't remember anyone. Oh, and Ross Perot. Those are the only two I remember in my life running. Ross
Yeah, and where
Perot and
are
Ralph
those
Nader.
two now?
Ralph
and he's gonna
Nader
be
did
running-
pretty okay, but the only reason I bring that up is because so far Kanye hasn't registered as a candidate. That's the other thing. I'm gonna go fix
He
something.
hasn't-
I'll let you guys.
You mean he hasn't taken the necessary steps to do what he said he was going to do, but he's still got the platform to talk about doing something he intends to do?
Exactly. With
That's
Elon
pretty
Musk
much what's happening.
backing him up for some godforsaken reason.
I mean,
So-
when I say we don't care about America, I obviously care, but at the same time, in terms of their politics and how messed up everything is there, we have our own issues here in Canada, but it's even far more like divided over there. I don't know. I honestly don't know. At one point, it was The Rock. I would prefer The Rock being president.
Nope.
I don't know about you guys.
Honestly, at least he would be someone who would be at least perceived to be more for the people. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course he will. That's the Rock's thing, right? Rock's is like the Rock. Everyone loves the Rock. Period.
but
Regardless
he
of
also doesn't.
what his actual intentions are, people would love him because
Yeah.
he has this. He's built up this career for himself where he's like the super nice guy. So everyone's like, I love the Rock. He can murder someone and people be like, what?
He actually had a very interesting video that he released that was a direct message to Trump, where basically he kept on repeating "Where are you?" in it as like as like a way to be like, what the hell's going on, you know? But like,
Like, where are
I don't
you
know.
while this thing is happening?
yeah, like he'd be like, this and this is happening. Where are you? This and this is happening. Where are you? Type
Right.
of thing. You know, it was to send it home, and like, obviously there was a certain part where he just delved directly into Black Lives Matter movement, obviously, but it was just a very well orchestrated video, and I was like, it sucks that you're a celebrity and you're not a politician, because you are a people person. He seems to be someone who is intelligent enough to know the concept of the greater good. Not saying he's not ever selfish or anything like that, but
Wait, I missed the
he's
first
better
part.
than what I've heard so far.
I did have to
I
run
think-
away. Who
I
are you
think
guys talking
my ma-
about?
What's that?
Who are you guys talking about? I did have to run really quick.
We switched off of Kanye because we don't care to talk about Kanye.
Oh, don't care.
Wait, who are you
I
guys
do.
talking
I
about?
do.
We're talking about The Rock. We're talking about The
Wait,
Rock.
but The Rock's not running. what happened?
Neither is Kanye though, apparently. So we can talk about anyone who's talked about being
that's
being
true.
in the running.
Okay, sorry. Okay, but Skinny, you were saying, Skinny, as a fan of Kanye.
I'm not a fan of Kanye.
No, but you're a fan of his music. Sorry. I'll rephrase.
Yeah.
Because
Kanye and everything that he says, Skinny. Go ahead.
Go on.
I am a fan of Kanye's music, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Kanye as a person for the last X amount of years, because he has started doing things that I feel are counterintuitive to the music, the culture, and a whole bunch
Hey,
of
put
other
your thumbs down.
I will say this. He does appear to have mental issues. He has addressed the fact that he has issues. is he taking the steps to address those issues, or is he going through manic episodes and doing things that will drastically affect the country? That's one of the things that I think is dangerous. Kanye has a big enough platform that a manic episode from Kanye can affect millions of people, and that's the part
but so
that
does DMX. We don't take everything he says seriously.
But
Like,
DMX,
I don't
Why
think anyone's taking Kanye seriously right now.
sorry,
But
Brandon, what
actually,
were
they
you?
also didn't take Donald Trump seriously.
And look what happened.
Yeah,
Can you-
that's-
I for sure did not believe when Trump was running. I was like, okay, no
Yeah.
one seriously. I mean, at least people outside America didn't. And then what happened? And to say, I mean, this might be controversial, but I'm like, I don't know, 85% sure that Trump also has like issues as well, like mental
Oh yes,
health issues.
I think so too.
Like for sure, like he's just. I think he's like I don't know what it is, but
He
I think he's
suffers
on
from
something.
narcissism. He
he's
has.
Did you see,
He's,
there's actually a book coming out from Mary Trump.
Mm.
I'm not sure exactly what her relation is to him, but in her book, she actually describes that he had some form of learning disability and kind of cheated his way through university because of it. And because of that,
wait,
learning
quick, whose
disability-
phone is
Dave,
vibrating?
that you?
Someone
Dude.
make sure their phone is off
your-
vibrate,
your-
please.
Sorry.
Or at least turn your notifications off. He's got his
Tell your
phone-
girlfriend you're doing your podcast. Jesus, this man gets a woman in his life. He can't have 10
It's actually our
seconds.
notifications that's doing it.
Yeah, just mute them, bro.
Yeah.
What were we talking
I'm
about?
working on it. I'm working on it.
Thing about the book. There's a book.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
So,
the-
in the book, she mentions that he has some form of learning disability, and when you stop learning at a certain age or a certain point, and you kept on quote unquote winning by
Yeah.
thinking in the same manner, it becomes hard to have an open mind and keep learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now. You see it in his behavior. You see it in the things he says. He has no regard because the way he's been closed off has always worked. He's just always been too powerful for the kind of person he is.
Well, that's the thing. When your dad, who was it? Someone gave him $1 million to start his own company. He's always talking about how he's a self-made man. It's just like, homie, your dad gave you $1 million for your first business. You failed multiple times. Your friends have bailed you out because your friends, for some reason, see you fail and think, you know what? I'm gonna invest with that guy.
Since we're on that topic about self-made, though, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you, Brian,
Yes.
ended up having kids, for example, in
Yes.
this reality,
Yes.
and you were rich in this reality,
Yes.
and you wanted to set your kids up, and you give them each $500,000 to sort of, hey, take this, go out there and make something of it. You can't get anything else, but this is something that gets you out the door. And then your kid goes out and takes your 500, flips it, and turns it into $100 million over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Is that not count as self-made?
No. I don't
you
consider
call
I
that?
don't consider getting $500,000 as your start self-made.
I was leg up. Yeah, that's like
Yeah, thank you, skinny. Yeah,
So what
Brandon.
would you call that? Now keep in mind everyone's humble in this. So your kid is now being interviewed for being in the Forbes magazine top 120 over whatever the friggin' lists are these days, and they're asking him, how did you make your fortune? And and he starts it off by saying, I'm a self-made man, blah 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 blah. And you, as the dad or the relative, is sitting there like, what would you like? What do you?
Well, but here's the thing. Okay, but
how would you view that kid?
You jumped into a good subject. If you are given $500,000, if you're given $100,000 as a down payment, I'm not gonna say that that's self-made because you did not make the $100,000.
But
did you flip the 100?
You did it.
Yeah, but you working and building off of the $100,000? In that case, I would say just acknowledge, like, I'd like to say I'm a self-made. I did get a leg up. I did get a boost from the start. Because self-made.
But I didn't sit down on my ass and do nothing with it and spend it all. I actually made some investments or built something out of it.
So, but that's still an acknowledgement that you got something and moved along with it, and you were smart with it.
So what it comes down to is humility.
Yeah, I would say it's important to acknowledge the fact that getting 100,000, getting 250, getting 500, getting $1 million is a big leg up. I think no matter what, I mean, because we know there are self-made millionaires who actually started with nothing and built businesses and made millions. Like, I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me about the guy that's associated with us, Freddie Figures, who gave who was nice enough to donate the TVs and the cell phones and stuff like that when he did the giveaways with Wizzy. Yeah. You hear that guy's story. He's like a homeless kid who gets raised and starts to develop patents and starts registering patents, making money. That's self-made. To me, that's self-made. Donald Trump getting $1 million and saying he's self-made. That you're right. That to me comes down to the humility and the acknowledgement that like that first $1 million was gratis. I need to acknowledge that, somebody gave me that $1 million. Like when same thing for us.
I get it. That's for sure what's lacking.
Yes.
In a lot of situations. Yeah.
But that
Yeah, if you're at like a seminar somewhere and there's some guy who's like made a ton of money in his life and he's talking about how you can make it, and look at me, and then you find out that he had $1 million.
Yeah. Dude,
That's like,
thank you.
Like,
and
that's cheating.
That's
not. I mean, it's not cheating.
No, but Brandon's right. Like Donald Trump was doing seminars and stuff like that, telling people like, I made millions doing, and it's just like, homie, your pops gave you $1 million. You just charged me $2,000 to come here and listen to you talk about how your dad gave you $1 million. Fuck you, man. Like I would be so mad if, like I would be so pissed if I gave someone $2,000 to tell me go back to your rich daddy and ask him for $1 million. That's how you need to start.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, damn. Oh my God.
Well, enough about Kanye because we talked about him for like 2 seconds.
Forget Kanye. We were supposed to talk about voice actors.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to touch on what you guys thought about all these voice actors quitting playing black characters or characters of a color.
Well, you guys have seen me.
All these. What actually are the black ones quitting other roles too, or is it just
no? It's just the white guys. Some of you guys have seen some of my posts. If you guys follow me on social media, I even did a Not a Journalist episode about it. So for me, it's super. I'll say it super quickly. Jenny Slate, when she left the show, I believe that she left it with a good intention in her heart. But I think the reason she left it and what she said afterwards was wrong. I don't think that it should be black characters should only be voiced by black actors. I think that is a segregation mentality, and I think it's very dangerous. There have been a lot of.
It comes down to properly representing the people that you're portraying.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Jenny girl called it symbiote.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good example. That's a really good example.
Oh shit! Aren't you the chick that called it symbiote? Yes, that might have to be the title.
You know how badly she messed up that they cut her out of like 90% of the movie after that?
Yeah, because she was fucking up.
Yeah, but
she was all over the trailers. Was that Brandon?
I'm like, that's for sure not her fault.
No, because someone told her.
No, someone should have just went up and been like, it didn't be.
The director was probably like, well, I don't know, it sounds about right. And then like, and now all the heat for it.
She said it 10 times in that trailer at least. That's crazy, man.
Oh shit!
How'd we get to Jenny Slate again?
Well, we were talking about voice actors who stepped down.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So like, it's the right thing. That's my point.
Say what?
I don't know. I understand that I think it's a in a way it's a bad mentality to be like black actors should own. I mean, like black characters should only be voiced by black actors.
Yeah.
I get why that's a problem saying that, and then everyone's just segregated and you can't be this and that. But the problem is that we're not getting jobs, period. And the jobs that are well suited for us, we're still not getting. So if we have to start there, then so be it. Like if it has, like I get,
but it is about it's such a weird fine line, right? Because it is about picking the right person for the role.
Yeah.
But the right sound and the right person for the role could come out of the whitest person for the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It depends. Like Cleveland Brown, for example. I love that damn character.
Yeah.
That's an iconic character who isn't really a stereotype in the typical sense a lot of the times.
Yeah,
he isn't,
right?
Again, in certain regards, but
for me, it was Rollo. My issue with what the guy was doing was when he did Rollo, the kid.
Right.
That character was stereotypical. Is Rollo even on the show anymore? Where did that whole family go? What
Cleveland show's been done for.
I know, but where did the family that was on Cleveland show?
They're all in Quahog. They're just not used as often. It was more like they're just bringing back Cleveland because everyone liked Cleveland, and they're like, we'll use the other characters as
like back
fillers for like big scenes and things that make sense,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But for me,
again. Iconic characters that have been in the ether for a long time. There's no need for you to quit it because now someone else is gonna do it and they won't sound the same.
Yeah,
there's just no need. Apu and those kinds of characters because of how stereotypical they were. I agree with stopping those.
Yeah.
And going forward, give more actors of color the chance to audition for these roles. And if they do, and it's hard for me to say right now because I'm not sure if there's any bias in those interview processes, whatever. You know what I mean?
Well,
there's so much more to dig into than just.
I think it's just a matter of saying from here on out, in general, diversify. Like if it happens to be the right person, like choose the right person. It shouldn't be.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the whole point of voice acting is to be something that you are not. Right.
The head of diversity for Franklin Armstrong, Dave. No, Dave. Remember your title for Franklin Armstrong is the head of diversity. That's why I'm. No, don't make that face. It is your title on the website. We did it. Remember?
Your back.
No, but I'm saying that as in I'm happy that the head of diversity is the one making this claim right now because this is it.
So I'm continuing. I'm trying to continue.
Allyship isn't. I'm not making fun. Allyship's important.
You're not. Like it was just the timing. It was like throwing me off.
I'm sorry.
What I'm trying to say is that like. Because example, like Bart's done by a woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. It's just whoever it is, it is. If you end up having a cast that ends up being any type of, whether it's all girls, all guys,
but it's about that
culture, whatever, it doesn't matter. It matters if the person delivers. Because the point of acting is to be something that you are not. And if we were drawing them as aliens, no one would say anything.
Real quick. Jay, super quick. Jay Grizz said, "Fuck Cleveland. No black people watch that damn show. Come on, son."
Hey,
I watched it, man. I watched it for a little bit, man.
I watched it for a little bit. It had some funny moments. Not bad.
Real quick, Devin also mentioned self-made comes from nothing. And then Lee J said Mary is the niece of Trump. So he was just filling us in on who Mary was.
Niece, okay.
Thank you, Lee J. Sorry, Skinny.
Brandon was going to say something?
Brandon, I wasn't sure. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for cutting me off, man. Damn.
I'm just mute my mic again. I'm sorry, y'all.
I watch, speaking about characters playing different voice actors playing different characters who are not exactly them. I watch anime. Every single dude in anime is voiced by a girl. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not. I think where the problem comes with, I think it's a case by case thing where the character itself, like, if for me, what's weird is if I see a black character in an animated show and they speak a certain way and act a certain way, and then I find out it is voiced by someone who's not black.
Yeah.
Then for me, it feels weird.
Yeah.
You know? So
okay.
I'm making this a caricature, and it feels weird to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if the point of the character is to be this black character and it's kind of stereotype, I mean, black people shouldn't have to play that role in the first place.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
Straight up.
Whole other conversation. But the fact that it's a white character and there's like, it feels really, really weird to me.
Interesting. So where do you draw the line? Like, what is it then, right?
Well, I'll say this. The perfect example for me is if you had Kumail Nanjiani's accent on Apu, that would have always been acceptable because Kumail Nanjiani moved to the United States when he was 18, and that is his natural South Asian accent when he speaks English. He's not doing a like over the top like
an affectation.
Oh my God. Like when you look at South Asians and you hear Apu, like that's a really bad stereotype of an accent. Now, the example you guys were giving about Cleveland, I get why some people don't mind Cleveland because Mike Henry's not doing a black accent or a AAVE, Afro-American vernacular. He's not doing that. He's just speaking like a guy from that area who happens to be black. And And that to me is okay. Like when and the example I gave was how Cree Summer, the Canadian who lives in the States, voice actress who's done so many characters, used to be the voice of Penny from Inspector Gadget. And Penny's white and blonde with blue eyes, but Cree Summer did that voice because they didn't need a voice. They didn't need a caricature. They just asked, hey, Cree, can you do the voice of a really smart 15-year-old girl? And then Cree said, sure, Uncle Gadget. And everyone's just like, shit, that's the fucking perfect voice. Cast her. And that was it. And that's all you needed. So that to me, that's like when Jenny left the show, I think Jenny was the perfect voice for Missy. She did an excellent job.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It just makes the situation more awkward for me. Like the decision was made, sit in it, get it right the next time. Like it just makes it, I don't know, for me it's weird. But and like going back to like casting, let's say you were to have a black character on a show, as a director or showrunner or creator, wouldn't you want to cast someone who is black? Or
well, that's the other conversation.
So they can bring a certain
that's the other conversation, right? The
That's
room
what I was talking about before, about the hiring process.
The rooms where the decisions are being made are white. Like Central Park, the other show that Kristen Bell left, Central Park, that is an Apple TV Plus series. It's being executive produced by Josh Gad. The whole team, from what I saw, was predominantly white team. He got Kristen Bell, his friend that he worked with on Frozen, to do one of the other voices because he knows her, he trusts her, and he likes her voice. She can sing. She's doing the voice of a biracial girl. Is Kristen Bell doing a bad job? She's not. Should she be the voice of a biracial teenage girl? Probably not, but then it comes down to who's writing. It comes down to who's writing.
But what is...
Hold on. Why not? Because the kid's biracial.
So that's my... Okay. Here's the thing. Titus, the guy from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, he's doing the voice of the brother, who's the black, who's also biracial. In my head, it would have been okay if you had a white woman do the voice of the young girl and a black man do the voice of the young brother if they're both playing biracial, because at the end of the day, you're legit repping both races in these two biracial kids. The problem,
but how deep does a rabbit hole go?
Well, that's the thing. The problem in that room is it's not those two. It's the fact that who's writing the voice of the biracial children.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. It's not. I don't think voice actors are the problem. I think it's the writing rooms that we need to address.
100%. That's exactly what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
It comes down to the kind of character they're representing and what kind of quote unquote stereotypes they instill in these characters.
This is why we're getting this work.
What's that, Brandon?
I was just gonna say it, but again, we would not be having this conversation if black people were getting the jobs.
Yes.
And equal opportunity as everyone else. This would not be a conversation. If someone voiced a black character and they're white, but yet we're still getting enough jobs, no one would do anything. So
and
that's true.
I'll go one step further. Black female voices, especially. Because when I looked at the cast for Central Park, which is the one Kristen Bell left, that cast is Daveed Diggs is in that cast. Leslie Odom Jr. is in that cast. Who's the other person that's on that cast that I don't remember who the other person was. Oh, Stanley Tucci does a woman's voice, and he's a man. But that cast has a predominantly male cast. You have 2 black men on the cast. You have 2 white men on the cast, and you have 2 white women on the cast. You don't have any black women, but you have one of your main visible characters is a black girl.
Interesting.
And I think that's where one of the issues lies.
So you think the level of planning that has to go into shows now has to be to that level?
You know what? I don't think it should be planning. I think the level of natural development of diverse content. I don't think we should. That's the problem, and it sucks that we're gonna. I'm gonna finish with my last point. You guys can finish off with anything else because I want to move on to the next thing. But the natural, it will take us so much time to undo all the bad structure in Hollywood that it's nice for me to say here we need more diverse, we need more black women's voices in these rooms, because a black woman would have noticed you're casting your blonde, blue-eyed friend to voice a biracial teen girl, and it said, maybe let's not do that, or maybe let's get this black woman to voice this other white character here and, you know, balance out your cast. Again, like you said, it really should come down to who has the best voice. How many black women did you audition for the voice, though? Josh Gad didn't audition Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell's his friend. He gave her that role. That wasn't an audition.
He gave her that role based off their friendship. And
exactly.
Her singing ability.
Skinny, sorry.
One unaware, how many black women, how many black people have the proper representation that could even get them in the doors to have
Whole
those
other conversation.
Deep.
Which agents?
That's what I was saying about the rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. And that's what I'm saying about how you have to restructure Hollywood. So at the end of the day, this whole situation comes down to Hollywood has been doing things like the brown paper bag test since the dawn of television to say if you're darker than a brown paper bag, you can't be on TV. And that, I don't know if you did. You guys not know that, the brown paper bag test?
I've never heard of that in my life.
They used to. Yes, they used to do something.
It goes even deeper than that. Do you know that film itself was not made to expose black skin?
Yes.
That's like that starting from the beginning of time.
Even big. Yeah.
It was never made to, and that's why they had issues back then with it.
Yeah.
So
those are man. It goes deep. So when you think about like what, so we say this to you, the white voice actors, and I'm looking at you right in the camera like I like to do, to the white voice actors who are leaving your shows and saying that we need black voices in these roles. This shit goes back to the film they made TV on. That's how far back. So you leaving the show is not actually going to fix the issue. We need to address far bigger things, and we appreciate the thought, but at the end of the day, be mindful that by doing this, you might be creating a segregation, and that's even worse.
Interesting. Someone else actually pointed out James Avery voicing Shredder was probably something that shouldn't have been too.
Not shouldn't have been. That was fine. He did an excellent job. I mean, does Shredder talk in like a stereotypical Japanese? I don't remember Shredder being like,
not at all.
Yeah, I was gonna do the accent for a second, and I paused and was like, maybe don't do it, Brian. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember Shredder ever being like a bad stereotypical accent.
But it's basically based on the heritage, right? That's what we're talking about here.
But that's my thing. If Shredder is a Japanese man who grew up or moved to the States and doesn't have his accent anymore because he naturally lost it or was embarrassed about it because he came to America and was made fun of it and got rid of it.
Picture Shredder.
Shredder sitting in a classroom. Mr. Shredder-san, can you please repeat this sentence?
I just get here.
The little boy walked down the road. The little boy. Whoa, no. Okay, I'm going to stop. But yeah, man, imagine, because that's the thing. If you go deep and Shredder lost the accent, then you can have James Avery do the accent, and it's not a problem.
Yeah,
I guess like on a very last note, like I just want to say that we should also, I don't think it'll be good for us to also bash the actors who are not bash.
No, never. No.
Out of the actors who are trying.
Not at all. Yeah.
You know, to trying to fix the problem, even though you know in the end maybe it won't do anything, but it's because then people are gonna be like, well, I tried to do this, and if we try, we still get bashed anyway. So then fuck it.
Facts.
So I just
see they have the right idea. It's just a little misguided, and I think they should have spoken to people of color before making these sort of decisions.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, this was that was a fun. We even got the comment from Lee J. That was an in-depth conversation. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy that we had this conversation because this is a serious subject that, you know, we like to usually joke around with stuff, but I feel like we had some serious things to consider with it. We got the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. View the Right Thing on Geektastic Cypher.
View the Right Thing.
Bong. We're going to be starting it off with Brandon. Brandon, we usually only do one show, but you're a guest and we haven't had you in a minute, so we'll let you. No. If you can do all three in your time frame, then it's all good.
I have really quickly, I'm just going to name them. I don't know if you guys have spoken about Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts. Have you guys heard of that?
Netflix, right?
No, that sounds amazing.
It's like, honestly, and talking about representation, it's every like there's a lot of representation in it. There's Asian actors, there's black actors, there's gay actors, and like the Asian person is voiced by an Asian person, black person, and so on and so forth. And it's really, really well done, and it's very like I had to go and check who the creators were because I was like, man, it feels like a black person made this. It's so heavily influenced by like hip hop. The music's amazing.
Oh, is it?
Sorry?
I keep seeing it on Netflix, and I'm like, man, this show looks weird. If you're telling me there's like some cool influences, I'll check it out.
I love it, man.
Oh,
I
good.
love it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And again, like they nothing feels too forced. Like I said, there's characters that are gay in it. It has a lot of like commentary about society and stuff. And I think it's just really well made.
Dope.
So if you haven't checked, give it a few episodes, man.
Okay.
And the music is so dope in it. And I was like, who the fuck made this?
I've been trying to make time to watch Baki, the other Netflix.
Oh yeah, I saw. Actually, my girl started watching it. She likes it.
That looks kind of like there you have some decent representation there as well. But I gotta look into the cast and who's voicing who.
Yeah. I'll say really quickly. I mean, I started watching the second season of Hannah. Okay. It's pretty good. The first season was fantastic. I was a big fan of the film.
I was gonna ask you, yeah.
Do they tie into the film, or is it like just the film cut up into sections, or?
They go way past it. The film stuff, yeah. Really? It does start off the same way with her and her dad in the forest, and then she gets picked up and all that.
Okay.
So it goes a little further than that.
Wait.
But the actress. Sorry.
Who's the homeboy that plays the dad again? I feel like he plays in Suicide Squad, right?
Oh yeah, he's isn't he like one of the soldier guys?
Rick from Suicide Squad? Yeah, it is that dude. Yeah, and the dude that played in the first season of what's that show?
He was also RoboCop.
Oh yeah, God, that's a bad one. Anyways, let's leave that poor bastard there.
Man, I knew him from that TV show where he was a cop. With Muriel, man, what's that show called? It was a really good show. I don't know why.
I feel bad. I feel bad that we can't. I'm gonna look up his name real quick. I'll let you guys.
He was in Altered Carbon first.
That's it. Thank you. Altered Carbon's the one. That I couldn't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess that'll do it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great show, and the actress that plays Hannah, she's fantastic. I even don't know she's actually German because she plays it so well. It's really well done. Second season, I'm not done, so I can't really comment on it. But the first season was really well done. And my last one, these are just 3 things I've watched recently, is The Little Drummer Girl, which is really good. And that got brought up because you guys put Florence. I never say her last name properly. Is it Pug?
Let's say Florence Pugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I love her. I think she's a great actress. But the show is about the wars between Israel and Palestine.
Oh, Middle East. Okay.
English, and I think there was also a book about it. I'm not sure if it's a true story.
John le Carré.
Sorry? John
le Carré wrote the book, the novel. Yeah.
It's so well done. It's about an English girl who infiltrates, quote unquote, radicals and like tries to see what they're up to, and then reports back and all that. I liked it because it did a good job of like giving both sides humanity and not just.
I was gonna say, okay.
Yeah, like I have a hard time with like war movies and all that because it's sometimes always like America.
Yeah.
But this time I felt like it gave a good, like you understood both sides. So, and well edited, well acted, like one of the best acted like shows I've watched in a long time. And the editing's incredible, and the film, it was really, really good show. If you guys get a chance to watch that.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, she's turned out to be a surprise little actress.
Right? Quite the glow up.
In my sort of pantheon of like top actors. Matter of fact,
quite the glow up.
Acted in Midsummer.
Yeah.
I
know.
You're an A24 man.
I know. I'm also a fucking baby, and I hate horror movies, so I put it up.
Okay. So it's not a horror movie in the sense of a horror movie. Yeah. Okay. You'll enjoy
it's a thriller.
Suspense.
No?
Yeah, it's a thriller. Yeah.
I will watch it, I promise. I love her and I love A24, so
yeah. Not to say there aren't any fucked up scenes in it, because there are, but
I know.
It's trippy as hell. Matter of fact, the whole Oh wait, have you heard things about it?
Midsummer.
Minimal.
Yeah.
I just know that
Huh?
the dress sold for some crazy amount because they sold they sold the dress to raise money, and everyone was just like, "It's the flower dress. It's so spectacular." And I was like, "I have no
dress.
Yeah,
Like
it's a trippy movie, and a lot of people have watched it on a trip. You know
Oh
what I'm
damn.
saying? Yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
get it. I'm slow sometimes, so that took a really long time for when you said.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just proud I got it for once, guys. Okay, I usually don't catch when you guys.
You got it. So anyway, if
Skinny's
you like the
face.
trip, I recommend watching it tripping.
Fuck you, Skinny. I see that face you're giving me.
Skinny hates
Skinny.
anything. Skinny hates anything that raises his heart rate.
Oh, yeah.
Skinny's out there mad judging me with that face right there. Damn.
Oh, man. Little Drummer Girl. I'm gonna favorite that. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that. Yeah, man, Brandon, thank you for those suggestions because I've been looking for stuff. I started watching Ragnarok on Netflix because I wanted to watch that for a minute, and I kept skipping it because I was just like, "There's got to be something more interesting." And now that I know that Kipo's there, I'm gonna put Ragnarok on the back burner again, maybe.
Give it a shot. Also, watch She-Ra too if you guys want to watch.
Oh,
Also,
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
guys talked about it.
I watched She-Ra. Yeah, I haven't spoken about it since last time, but yes, I agree. Definitely a show worth watching.
I think it was great, but I didn't watch
And keep Ragnarok on top of your list, man. It's good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah, so far it's pretty good. Dave, you wrote Stargirl. I know you said that you're okay to talk about it next week, but I'm actually okay to talk about it for like let's give it 3 minutes. Let's see how.
I get it.
Me
So
and
what
you.
I'm saying about this is the following.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna let me go. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
No. What I'm gonna say is this: the show has done the following consistently, which is pretty impressive. First and foremost, the graphics have not faltered at all compared to the first show.
Yeah, FX
First
is good.
episode, which
Yeah.
was like really, really good. Although they did it fast, they actually got the Justice League and the the American Justice Society or whatever it is.
Justice Society of
and
America.
Yeah, Society of America, and like the villain team is escaping me right now. What is it?
Icicle?
The evil team's name.
Injustice Society.
Injustice Society. That's what I was looking for. I was worried that they were going too fast with it, when they were initially going for it, but they were able to establish both teams essentially in 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And they did it pretty damn well. I won't lie. Like I thought initially, I was like, "Oh, this feels rushed," but then it came off really well.
Yeah.
I find that each character has pretty good character development, and this action scenes have been fucking awesome.
That's fair.
Okay.
Those are all things I can agree with.
Someone in this room compared it to potentially ending up like the Runaways. Looking at you, Skinny. So after this many episodes, what do you think?
Runaways is still better. My opinion.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't watched.
And what makes Runaways better?
Runaways, for me, Runaways is better from the sheer acting. I'm not trying to be mean, but them Stargirl kids.
No, that's fair.
The Stargirl kids are doing that MTV CW thing that drives me nuts, where it's like this over the top, like really bad, fake teenage, like, oh my God, Mom, Dad, I have to tell you something. And then like the music cue cuts in, and it's like the song that's playing pops up at the bottom, Undecided by Boo Boo LaFoo. Like you're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like it just that CW MTV teen drama thing that they do is too heavy, and I feel like the actors.
I would say that's heavy compared to other CW shows, though.
I mean,
Arrow is
if
way
we're
worse
comparing
than
it to any of those, this is
No,
like
but
leaps and bounds.
I would say this show is worse for doing the teen thing because it's teens. The other CW shows do a lot of the music cue stuff, but they know the characters are adults, so they kind of do the soap opera type thing of like, you know, like it's like a soap opera. But the teen dramas aren't soap operas. They're doing that really cheesy MTV teen drama show stuff. They are, man.
The last episode I watched, which was like, so the last 2 episodes I watched, at the end of the first episode, she gets completely fucked up by
Yes.
the popular kid in school.
Shiv.
She's like the daughter of whoever.
Yeah, she gets beat up
His
by
name?
Shiv.
She gets the shit kicked out of her, right? And then
Yeah.
the next episode, I thought was actually really well done in the sense of like they made up an excuse to why she was hurt.
Yeah.
They didn't make it seem like as if she just got a few bruises. She ended up going to the hospital and
Whole
stuff.
thing, Dave.
They had to cover it up, huh?
I agree with everything you're saying. I'm not saying that the writing and situation and the mise en scène isn't good. Don't get me wrong. You're right there. I'm saying it's the layering of that with like her in the hospital and her mom walking into the room, standard moment. Them adding a really cheesy pop song underneath that and her turning to her mom with that kind of like, Mom, I'm really sorry that I got into a car accident and I was driving for the first time. And then the mom walking out of the room and being like, you took her driving at night? She's so young. And then Luke or Owen, I never remember which one, is like, I know. And the dad's always a bumbling idiot. It's just like, I know. I was really stupid driving at night that first time. It's not smart of me. Like, you know, like I'm watching this and I'm like, if you could let the actors just act naturally as opposed to this really weird thing you're doing with these bizarre inflections and Owen, Luke, whichever one.
But let's be honest, Luke, he always talked that way.
Yeah, always.
That's
That's
before CW started.
That's how
Yeah,
that
I know.
family acts.
Yes.
Wow.
But that was so good. That was so good. Don't get you know what, guys? You're right. Like but essentially that's the difference. I don't want the what's the movie he does with Will Ferrell where they start a frat?
Oh, that's cool.
Old school.
Old School.
That's such a good
I don't
movie, though.
want the guy from Old School as the dad, is what I'm saying. Like, that's not, that's, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, the guy from
honestly,
Old
I
School
didn't
shouldn't
mind
be
that.
the
I didn't
dad
mind
of a
He
teenager
does
with
a
a.
good job.
Date-
He's okay.
He's all right.
Again, this is not a comment on him. It's a comment on how they're told to act. Because I think that's the directing. I don't think Owen or Luke, I still can't tell, walks in. I'm going to call him Owen Luke. I don't think Owen Luke walks in. I don't think Owen Luke walks into a scene deciding to talk like, all right, wow. Like,
I think he does. I really think he does.
do more of what you did in Old School. And that movie with the dog, Marley and Me. Oh, that was my brother. Yeah, do that. Do your brother and Marley and Me.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. We went longer than we were supposed to. But yes,
That was
that
funny.
was my take.
I don't
But
mind.
another thing that was dope was that Gambit thing that Toby wants to
Yes,
talk
Bong.
about.
Okay.
I'm down to talk about.
So, did you guys watch it?
I
It was
did.
fucking great.
How are fan videos getting everything right compared to
It
making?
is
boy.
better than how Gambit has been perceived on any
Oh boy.
live action platform,
You know what?
and
For
it has been
anyone
better
listening-
than many of the
Am I going to be
animated
the only one who
versions of
disagrees?
it.
Wait,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
hold
whoa,
on,
whoa,
hold
whoa,
on,
Dave,
hold on.
Dave. Did you just say it's better than the animated version? Because I will climb
No,
through
I
my
think in
TV.
some animated
Oh.
versions, because in
What was
some
it?
animated versions, they
I
do a
was
really bad
gonna
job.
smack
Okay.
you through the TV.
No, I
I'm
love
going
the animated
to-
series. The animated series always rules.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna see if I can find it here, and I'm gonna post the link in one of our comment threads here, so people can actually watch what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But there's a fan film that came out not too long ago of Gambit. So someone pretty much their own take on what Gambit should be like, or what
Yeah.
it should sound like, and how we should act. And Rogue and Magic are in it as
Yeah.
well. And I can't remember who else is it. Dude, it is. I think, in terms of attitude for each character portrayal, the only thing that's a little off is Gambit's accent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
He
something that's really
just
hard to
needs
nail
a
down.
dialect
100%.
coach. If that dude gets a dialect coach, he should be in the next fucking movie. I will give you that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
So was that
He
your
did a
biggest
great-
gripe
He
with
did a
it?
great job.
Yeah, my biggest gripe
Get
with it
longer
was
hair. Get an accent, get longer hair.
yeah. I don't mind the hair because Gambit has had short hair at some points. My gripe with it was the accent that it drove me a little bit crazy. And then there was something like the beginning and all the way till I remember now. Magic. You do not need to portal as much as you did in the first 2 minutes. She portals into the scene.
And I was like,
Exactly.
what's happening?
Sorry, Brandon, what did you say?
I was saying I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but that my first two comments were like his accent and her accent was weird. I don't know, his voice was weird. The acting, not to insult anyone, was a little off. But her like using that portal, it was like, what?
Magic doesn't need. She portals in, portals behind him, portals to the side, has him walk over, portals, pushes him through, portals into the room, portals when the boss walks in, portals to go get Rogue, portals. I was like, yo, guys, don't spend the whole budget on this one effect. You didn't need to use it 3 times.
One trick pony.
But you know what though? I think those kinds of powers, like the teleportation powers, are actually a lot easier, especially when there's a wormhole. They're a lot easier to do than like the Gambit, you know, anything that has
the
more
energy
flare or So I think that's why they did that one more.
It's so much
easy splash. But I will say this: it was impressive for them to show the diversity of his ability to use his power.
Yes, dude. Okay,
which I was impressed.
Are we gonna talk about it? Are we gonna talk about when he drops the mag?
Okay. There's that. There's also when he takes out the clip from the handgun.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Is that not called a mag? Is that a mag?
Mag.
Is that a magazine?
All right.
I heard
guys,
bag initially.
I'm street, okay?
But yes, that was probably the coolest. That
is.
He can pick just how to use every little ounce of energy. It's not just the cards.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest ways I've ever seen his power depicted. For him to drop it, charge it, whip it, and then the bullets to blow because they're bullets, so they start shooting at everyone. I was like, yo, there's a comic book where Gambit he doesn't have anything with him, and he uses cans of beans.
He uses everything.
And he starts throwing the cans of beans, and the can blows up like a huge bomb. And he goes, shit, I might have to start carrying these beans around. And I died when I read that panel because I was like, the fact that you fuckers have this idiot throwing beans and still able to blow up a jet, I respect it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then,
honestly, it made me respect. I forgot how sick Gambit is. You know, like because the movie
he's a very underrated character.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite characters. Him and Phantom X are 2 of my favorite characters in the X-Men.
I love Phantom X.
Phantom X is fucking awesome. Yeah.
He would be a great addition to.
Wait, sorry, Skinny. What did you say?
Out of all the X-Men, those 2?
Yeah, because I don't like for me the other characters are great. It's just that remember, like I said, my whole thing with Scott. Oh, real quick, Daken is in the trailer, the original fight. That's who he fights. It's Daken. If you guys, I don't know if you guys watch that too. Because the flashback to the fight. Remember, he's talking to the guy, and there's a flashback, and it shows him fighting. That was actually from the trailer they made 2 or 3 years ago when they started the project, and it's him fighting Daken, and that's why this guy is mad at him for having killed Daken in the fight.
Oh, wow. I missed that.
I don't know if he kills him or if he just kicks his ass, but I just know that. Oh, no, I think he kills him. Him.
Man, anyway, it just went to show that Gambit ain't nothing to mess with, and I would love if they could bring him over soon in the MCU.
They should do the movie. They should legit do the movie where it's all about him being in the bayou and shit and how he's too powerful and that, what's it called?
Sinister.
Mr. Sinister comes and depletes his powers. They should do it. They should do it. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear it in the rumors in the next couple of days. That's how this will go down usually.
Probably. I don't want another Gambit solo movie, so don't do that, please.
I want it. I don't mind.
They never gave
us the Gambit solo movie.
Yeah.
I will say this though, Skinny's right. If you had the choice of all the X-verse characters, even if I love Gambit and Phantom X, those 2 don't deserve movies over anyone else.
Fuck that, no.
I'm sorry, Gambit.
They deserve to be in movies though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's and I agree with that. That's problematic. That they do, like the one depiction we've had of Gambit so far was in Origins and was not that great, and we haven't had. Anyways, we've had this discussion last time. We need a whole new X movie.
No.
Yeah. 100%.
What else do we have? Speaking of people with powers, I watched Netflix's Warrior Nun.
How's that?
So Netflix. So Warrior Nun is a comic book that was written by a dude who was doing nunsploitation. I don't know if you guys know that term. You know how you have like blaxploitation films, and then in the 70s there was like nunsploitation. It was like very the sexualization of nuns and stuff.
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was a thing in Europe. I don't know why. I mean, actually, I do know why. They're repressed.
Adds it to Pornhub. What? Oh, sorry. I forgot we were still on.
Great. That was amazing. Yeah. So the comic book is nunsploitation. She's like wearing a very she's wearing her standard habit, like what the outfit they wear. But then whenever she goes into like warrior nun mode, it's like hard nipples, bustier top with high boots, like a little thong thing, but still has the habit. Right? Yeah. This is the comic book.
Warrior Nun.
Yeah.
All the notes. Then.
The comic book looks like that. The TV show on Netflix, not the same thing at all. Just to warn you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix took the series and was just like, okay, we like the idea of a group of nuns who are there to protect the world from demons. They are tasked by the Vatican. They're like it's like X-Force for the X-Men. It's the Warrior Nuns are the secret organization for the Vatican and the Catholic Church.
Okay.
The only thing is, none of them have powers except for one. The one person has their powers because they're granted the powers from a halo that's passed down from a warrior to warrior. So like each,
put in their back, right?
Yeah,
it gets like
it gets like fused to you. So generation after generation, you get a new warrior nun. When the warrior nun dies, it's like Doctor Who or whatever. It's like not Doctor Who, because Doctor Who it's you regenerating one character. It's
what was that martial arts movie but TV show that was on Netflix recently, The Wu?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that one either.
That's legit the same storyline.
Not true. I watched the first 2 episodes because Meisha 1 has some tracks in it, which shout out to Meisha 1, and it's a dope show.
Shout out to Meisha.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the rest of the series because I, to be honest, kind of forgot about it. The fights were really cool, but I don't want to say that.
Whack. It's super whack.
I don't want to say that.
But what about the Warrior Nun? So I kind of hovered and skipped over it many times.
Yeah, so Warrior Nun's dope. There's some very, very attractive Latin women starring in it. Very, very, very attractive Latin women. Very. Hey man,
why you say another very? Why you add another very?
Yo, don't get me wrong. They're dressed like nuns the whole time. So that goes to show you how beautiful these women are. That like they're dressed like nuns, and you're sitting there just being like, you have the most beautiful smile and face, and you just ooze like the happiness and joy of this character, and you're like watching it, and you're just like, I think I'm in love, and then
you're right over there, man. I don't know you said ooze.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not trying to be creepy. I'm just saying that they do a good job in the roles. And and it's quite nice. They're quite fetching. Is that the best? What do you want?
When you're running for PM 10 years from now, they're gonna dig up this episode.
Guys, I've actually had friends of mine try and convince me to run in politics because they're just like, Brian, you actually like apply logic to situations and you're able to keep a calm head. And I'm like,
but that's exactly why they wouldn't want you there.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I said. I'm like, I never want to run for political office because as much as I feel like I could debate all day with some of these people and they could throw all the worst things at me and I'd be like, Teflon, motherfucker, like this doesn't make any sense what you're saying. Let's get to the real facts. Why are you a racist, Alain Terrien? Let's get down to it. Like, that's a conversation I would have. But instead, I'm over here talking about hot nuns fighting for justice and peace. And I'm okay with that.
It's a better conversation than you would have with that.
Damn right. Warrior Nuns on Netflix is a fun show. It's great acting. The characters are crazy. I skimmed through the comic book real quick to see if they stuck true to some of the stuff. They did some interesting things with it. The comic book is problematic as hell, and my description of how beautiful the girls was is as problematic as the comic book, but I'm okay with that. And that's pretty much it. That's my 5 minutes, folks. Bomb.
Man. Okay, I got one thing I want to quickly address before Skinny goes on to his thing there.
Is this CTV's card now, by the way?
What's that?
What?
I'll let Skinny explain after. Sorry.
Okay. I've never actually seen Dragon Ball Evolution
Oh shit, you haven't?
up until recently.
What's Dragon Ball Evolution?
The fucking
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Yes.
So
Oh, I know what it is. I was just hoping we wouldn't go there. Why are we doing this?
it baffles me that things like this make it past people though.
Dude, this is what happens when Westerners get their hands on an Eastern property and say, we can make it better. And then they just shit the bed.
This was not this it's not even acceptable, the level of bad like that goes into you taking a property and inserting whoever the fuck you want.
Yep.
And the storyline, first of all, why did Marvel steal Piccolo's look for the Skrulls? Because he looks exactly like a Skrull.
Yeah.
Same outfit and everything. But long story short, Emmy Rossum, Justin Chatwin playing, are they supposed to, so they're all Japanese, right?
No.
Yeah. Well,
they're not playing Japanese characters.
Okay, well, here's the thing. They're aliens, quote unquote, but the characters are based off of Japanese characters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, in the movie, Goku, Justin Chatwin,
Yeah.
somehow, his grandfather is still in the movie. His name's Gohan. His grandfather's clearly Asian.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's called mixing, Toby.
Yeah. But there will still be some Asian look to you, right? If they
I
did.
mean, recessive genes. No, you're right. I'm being a dick of a. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Bro, what you're saying is I shouldn't watch this film.
No.
No, watch it just so you can really like.
Don't.
I've stayed away from it, man.
Oh my God, Jamie Chung, what were you doing?
I've never seen it.
I never realized it was Emmy
He threw
Rossum.
enough zeros at him, Toby.
Yeah,
That's all
man. Emmy
That's
Rossum
it.
plays Bulma.
I forgot
Jamie
it's
Chung
her.
plays Chi-Chi.
I was so upset.
James Marsters, who plays freaking what's his name on Buffy, he plays
Like-
Piccolo.
Oh man.
Yoon Fat Chow plays Roshi. He does it well. That's the only good thing about the whole damn movie is Roshi.
You mean the only the only other East Asian person does a good job playing an East Asian character?
Right?
Yeah.
How insane was this? And then the final battle scene?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Wait, Toby, why did you watch this? That's my question.
I honestly, I felt like I saw everything that people had to say about it. It's the same reason why I watched Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, I like this property. People are complaining that a white person is playing this role.
Yeah, let me see.
Chances are, like, and all the bad votes is probably due to that. No, this. Honestly,
I
it
like
probably
that.
didn't matter if you had the right people for the roles, but the freaking script, it should have been scrapped because now you've ruined people's perception of a property in a live action format. Completely.
Spirit Bomb.
Oh.
I'm playing with you. You don't have to talk.
Yeah, no, but Shenron looks disgusting in this too.
Oh, they did
Anyway.
Shenron? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
man.
Been
Yeah,
watching
dude.
that.
I'm like disgusted.
Should I just Googled Piccolo and man,
It's so
it
bad.
is
It looks so whack.
I forgot how bad. Like when you said he looks like the Skrull, I was just like, wait, that's true. He does look weird.
That's the designs for the Skrulls in Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you could, Dragon Ball shouldn't be done live. Period.
Yeah.
No, but
It could be
so
done
this
live.
movie.
Matrix proved that you could do it live.
Thank you. So that's what I was gonna get to. Matrix came out before this damn movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Almost a whole 10 years before this damn movie. And they still managed to get Neo flying and him fighting Agent Smith in midair look far better than they did in this damn movie.
Yeah, but budget. And who made this movie?
Budget?
I love Skinny's
We're
excuse.
talking about
But
budget?
You
budget.
bringing in budget? Talking about practice?
Talking about the movie. Talking about
Okay, Toby, we're gonna do a quick comparison. We have The Matrix, which was made by The Matrix,
Warner.
which was
Warner Brothers.
It's Warner, right?
Brothers, right?
Is
Okay,
it?
production
Yeah.
studio, production company, Village Roadshow, fine. Warner Brothers, fine. Dragon Ball, Dune Entertainment. When have you heard anything with Dune and it do good?
Hold on. Dune Entertainment movies. I'm about
Dune
to unleash
Entertainment.
Dune
I feel like
Entertainment
they've
on your
done
ass
some
right
good
now.
stuff.
Dune Entertainment is the production company. The actual studio is.
Because I was gonna say,
It has a 2.5 on.
Oh, okay. Here's a kicker. Distributed by 20th Century Disney. Come on, bro.
right?
But this, wait, hold on. One thing. Sorry, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you know going in that, like, maybe we don't have the money, don't do it, man.
Don't do it. God, the budget was $30 million.
That's a lot of damn money.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
The budget for Matrix was the budget for Matrix was $63 million. Okay, hold on.
God damn.
But that's usually a lot of that goes to the actors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Think about how much it costs to actually get good graphic design or any sort of CGI work done. They could have done it for. Look at the damn Gambit fanboy we're talking about. This is insane. I just wanted to touch on that, how insane it is. And honestly, I say this a lot, but we need to start writing scripts.
Yeah.
We need to start putting our freaking ideas out there.
I mean, Brandon's already doing that, Mr. Director,
Absolutely.
top 10 director.
Really?
Oh, that's true. Is that why he's on the show today?
No, he got top 10
Well,
director weeks ago.
Let's shout it out then. Let's shout it out again.
Yo,
While he's out here.
congrats to Brandon, who in the Cult MTL, if you guys are listening to this, Cult MTL is a culture magazine here in Montreal. They do an annual best of. And in this year's edition, our podcast made it into the top 3 for best podcast in the city. And our friend Brandon here, who's on the show with us, made it into the top 10 as one of the top 10 best directors in Montreal. And he doesn't, for some odd reason, he gets mad when you break. Sorry,
What's
Brandon?
You know who else is on this list?
Denis Villeneuve.
I have no right being on any list that Denis Villeneuve is on.
I mean, I'm so, the fact that Brandon.
Man is doing Dune, okay?
Speaking of Dune.
Speaking of Dune.
Brandon, in a world where you are on a list with Denis Villeneuve, why are you not bragging the dude?
That's huge.
I would brag the fuck out of that one.
That's huge.
Because people would be like, okay, cool, show me your work. I'll be like, I
You
burnt.
know what?
Gone, it's missing. Sorry, we can't. I appreciate it. It's cool. But also, I have no business.
You deserve it. Hey, man.
Hey, man. It just, if you feel that way, you feel that way. And that's the humility. And
Exactly. You know what
But
we were talking about?
I
Full
think-
circle. You have the humility that you didn't get a jump start of $500,000 to make your first movie. And you still making lists with these rich and wonderful motherfuckers. So you have the humility to say, I shouldn't be here, but thank you.
This also shows people have noticed. That's all.
Bong.
I appreciate it. I do.
The rest of you
All right,
directors, step your game up.
Hey.
Brandon's like,
it,
don't
Brian.
put the target
No,
on.
Brian, don't do that.
Have to start some director beef over here.
Yeah.
Skinny, go ahead with your show, man.
I just sorry to kind of sidetrack into Toby's thing. I just realized that Emmy Rossum is this chick that also stars in Shameless. So
Yeah,
now I can't-
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Dude, bro.
But that means somebody actually watched that movie, gave both of them niggas a job.
Yeah, because they said they had good chemistry in this fucking stupid ass movie, which they didn't.
Now I'm never watching this.
Dude, no, you have to watch it just for the hell of it.
Maybe
I skipped past a lot. I did. I skipped past a lot.
I'll jump in.
And the movie's only like 80 minutes long. It's not even a full length feature.
For all you know, you
Like that's how
passed
you
the
know a
good
movie's
part.
bad. If it's under 90 minutes, it's bad.
You're right, though. You're not wrong. Hey,
Crazy.
Kroger, how you doing over there? Look at this photograph. Oh, look at this face. Anyway, I love your face, Dave. I missed you. I watched Cardinal. And Cardinal is a police drama, Canadian-made, based on the novels of the same name. It stars, actually, I'll give you the names because everybody would like to know who stars in this show. Cardinal. Great show starring French actress called Karine Vanasse. Billy Campbell plays Cardinal, and there's a couple others. It's hella Canadian, but it's so good.
Is it? I've seen this. Oh, it's Netflix too, right?
No, I haven't. I'm watching it on what's it called?
Crave, no?
Crave.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've seen it on Netflix too for some reason.
It's on CTV and Super Écran, which is a show on.
Okay.
Super écran.
Oh man, I'm sorry for all our French listeners. I'm not.
Yeah, I like. No, he was just making fun of the fact that you did it a French accent with it. Billy Campbell's not bad. He's a pretty good actor, actually.
No, he plays the tortured detective, like super smart, like gumshoe detective. Okay, this
is Cardinal based on him or the girl?
Cardinal's based on him. He's Cardinal.
Okay.
He plays the lead character as Cardinal, as John Cardinal, the troubling, brooding police officer in Algonquin Bay. So like, can't get
that is mad.
Like not far from
Algonquin Bay.
I've gone camping in Algonquin Park.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
so.
Did you bump the Cardinal? Was he solving mysteries?
He was solving a murder nearby when I was home.
There's a daughter. Someone's daughter was found in the woods.
The show, it's 4 seasons based on, well, there's 5 books, but they only did like adapted 4 of them. Each season is 6 episodes. For all you guys that like quick shit, it's good because it gets it done. Story is good, well written, and it's kind of like what would I compare this show to? I would compare Cardinal to like poor man's Columbo meets
Luther
with a touch of Bones.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
So like not so intricate as Bones, but like it gets intricate as Bones, where it's like Campbell when he gets on. So basically, if he doesn't sleep or he's just like really brooding, when he gets on, and then like
really brooding.
Season 2, there's a whole plot in season 2, and then there's this like mini subplot about what happens to the character's wife that they wrap up in like, I'm gonna say an episode and a half, but it feels like they did it over 4 episodes.
Oh, okay, that's good.
It's well done. So I'm on the. Go on.
I like TV shows that can, like, when you watch something, what you're watching is 25 minutes, but it feels like you watched a movie. Like, if you can give me that type of immersion where time doesn't exist, and I'm just like, at the end of it, I'm like, wait, how long was I gone for? Where, like that shit really makes me happy. So I respect it.
This is the guy. So the lead actor is the guy who did Rocketeer. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh shit! Really?
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's the Rocketeer.
Is that how old he is? Remember, how old were we when Rocketeer? Yo, to our Generation Z and Generation Alpha listeners, Rocketeer was a movie in my day. It was a man on a string with a rocket strapped to his back. That's what.
I'm pretty sure it's based on a graphic novel, no?
The Rocketeer?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a comic book or something when we were kids.
I remember being a kid and thinking the Rocketeer was Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Iron Man movie, and I was like, oh.
I respect it. I respect it.
His birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Billy Campbell.
If he's listening.
Thank you for the Rocketeer.
I love how random it is when you like see a celebrity's birthday. I was watching something the other day, and I looked up one of the actors, and it was just like February 22nd. I was just like, hey, that's my homie's birthday. And I was like so excited. I was like, this actor shares a birthday with my friend. There you go. Hilarious.
We're related.
Yeah.
So I recommend Cardinal, and secondarily, very quickly, I've been rewatching Boy Meets World from season 1, and I'm gonna go to the end.
Why?
Boy, I love the 90s because none of that shit you can do on TV now.
Yeah.
Listen, there's literally a scene where, keep in mind, Corey, Topanga, Sean, they start off being 11 years old in 6th grade going into middle school.
Yeah.
There's a scene where they go to they're teaching swim etiquette or how to dive in school. And Corey and Sean are afraid to take their towels off, whatever. And they're all shy and they're paley. And Sean's like, man, you're super white and pasty. And you're white. And Topanga shows up. And this is the third, because Topanga only showed up midway through season 1.
Yeah.
So,
and this is when she's still weird, right?
And they're like, hey, Topanga. And she takes her towel off. This is an 11-year-old girl, right? The fake crowd is all like, woo! No.
Yeah. No.
Wait. The fake audience sound effect was Woo to an 11-year-old girl in a bathing suit?
For sure.
God, I kid you not.
100% believe it, and I'm sure
God.
that won't be the only time.
Listen, there's season 2 episode 2 called Pairing Off. Everybody's obviously in high school. People are hormonal, and they get a substitute teacher. How do they depict this substitute teacher? The first shot is of her backside.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on.
So here's the thing that works in Boy Meets World's favor when it comes to that is that you're supposed to be seeing this from the perspective of a boy meeting and seeing things for the first time or feeling things for the first time. Right. So the audience reactions is almost in reaction to an 11-year-old's mind.
Man.
That's how I
Toby
would put
just gave them so much bail. Toby just gave them the perfect bail. Like, my God, sir. Applause. Legit. Because Dave's right. If you took this to court and you were just like, were you sexualizing children? How do you win that? Toby walks in. The show was actually from the perspective of a child. In understanding the child's psyche, we see that the audience reflects what young Ben Savage as Corey was feeling in that moment. Motherfucker.
And that's how Toby gets his bonus right there.
Well done, sir. Well done.
So my reasons for watching the show.
That's hilarious.
Reasons for watching the show. I don't know if you guys remember.
Wait, hold on. What was Brandon saying?
Yeah, sorry, Brandon. What were you saying?
I was just saying, then you have some perverted guy who's like, I see myself as an 11-year-old. So it's the perspective of an 11-year-old. I see, and I stared at this woman. I didn't know.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
No, that would actually hold up. That would hold up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
So ridiculous.
All to say, the show aged well. I'm only watching it because I don't know if you guys remember, probably too young or old for this, but at some point during season 2, they just stopped showing new episodes for like 6 months. And then they just came back one day. It's because everybody went through puberty. So at one point, they're still short in season 2. And then the show comes back from a hiatus, and then everybody's tall.
That's awesome.
So I want to pinpoint that episode and when everybody switches up and hit puberty, because that literally blew my mind as a kid. And I want to know if it's the same kind of crazy transition for me now. But Danielle hasn't really watched Boy Meets World. She used to watch. Okay, check the age difference. Danny's first experience with Boy Meets World is watching it late night on YTV.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Wow.
Versus us watching it Friday night at 8:30.
Yeah. On what? Yeah, on ABC.
On NBC or whatever, Friday, TGIF.
Yeah.
It was ABC.
Yeah, ABC. Yeah.
I actually missed the Friday night lineup thing.
I don't.
I don't. I'm an adult. I want to be out on a Friday night.
Yeah, I hate having to be home on a Friday. Be like, damn it, do I want to go out or step by step?
Yeah.
What's crazy about this conversation is I literally just had the same conversation this past weekend with some friends while we're playing cards, just hanging out, and like we started talking about like old TV shows, and then we all just get nostalgic and start talking about we're like, I watched that show too. Me too. One time, Fridays, all Saturday morning, ABC, Fox, like.
Did you guys talk about City Guys?
Do kids still have that?
I just
enjoy.
No.
Man, Saturday morning cartoons was such a big deal.
Oh my God!
Your cereal, and you're just sitting there with like
eating my cereal, watching Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah,
some of the best times.
Yeah, Muscle.
Wow, he did.
Wow, Ultimate Muscle.
Yes.
Nice, neat, very neat. However, here's the thing about Saturday morning cartoons. Look at all of our rooms right now and what's filled in them. Them niggas pimped us, all right? Like, they got us.
They got us.
They got us. Yeah. No, he's right. He's right.
They got us.
They made those shows literally to sell toys. Lo and behold, we bought the toys.
They were.
Here I am 30 years later, still buying the toys. You sick bastards.
I'm a grown man.
Well played, you bastards at Hasbro and all the other toy companies. You got your claws in early, you sick fucks.
You sick fucks.
And they'll keep getting us too.
I know.
100%, man.
Jeez.
Oh no, we made a collectible version of this thing you watched as a kid. It's been repainted. You sure you don't want this third version of the same thing?
Remember
Right.
when you couldn't afford this at 4? Well, now you're 35. You should
Remember
buy
when
it now.
remember when the ads used to say "Speak to an adult"? I am the
Yeah.
adult, bitch. I'm buying it myself now.
God damn.
Here's my credit card. I don't need to talk to my mom.
It's hilarious.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, kids. We got one last segment. Geek news and rumors. Geek news and rumors. Flipping off of what Skinny just brought up about Boy Meets World. I forgot to write it down, but you guys know that the star of Boy Meets World is the brother of the kid from the Wonder Years, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Dan
cool.
and Ben.
Ben Savage and Fred Savage are brothers.
Oh, Fred. I just said Dan and Ben.
yeah.
I was so
Oh,
confident. I was so
You know,
confident
no,
in
you
that.
know what you're saying? Dan was the voiceover.
Was it?
Yes, the actor who did the voiceover for the Wonder Years is the tall guy from Home Alone, the thief. Dan, I don't remember his last name. Yes, that's the guy who does the voiceover for the Wonder Years.
You should have stayed on the Wonder Years.
But yeah, I bring that up because Lee Daniels, who's did Empire and a bunch of other shows, I think Stars is the other one that he did, or some other whatever. But Lee Daniels is making a reboot of the Wonder Years set in Alabama in the same era, the same 60s era.
Oh, that's gonna be racist.
Yeah. That might have to be the title. That's gonna be racist.
That's gonna be racist.
In short, that it's a bad idea. Just move on. I don't think this needs attention.
I don't know why that needs to be
Bad
even in
idea.
any way associated with the Wonder Years.
Yeah, so that's what Jaws D is not on the show this week, but he in the comments to my post about this, he wrote, "Oh, it's funny because we already had that in Everybody Hates Chris," and like he named like a bunch of other shows that had black coming of age stories, and I agree with him. I don't understand at all why you would need to do, like, you don't need to do the Wonder Years as with a black family. I'm tired of reboots. It's like original ideas. Even if your idea is influenced, even if you're using the archetype of the coming of age story, just do a new coming of age story. Don't link it to something because they always in our heads. We're always going to compare it. We can't avoid it. You named it after the thing that we grew up with and created really strong emotional connections. Winnie Cooper, you're my boo, and I will love you forever. And I don't care whatever they do. It's not gonna work.
I'm a Topanga man myself.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm a Winnie Cooper, Ashley Banks, and Kelly from Saved by the Bell. Those are my three.
Kelly was Zach's girlfriend.
Yeah, Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yeah, I'm good with Kelly.
Kaplowski. Yeah, Kelly
I'm
Cooper.
with Lisa though.
No,
Lisa.
I'm good.
Yeah, Lisa was mad cute too.
Lisa's mad cute too.
Yo, they were cute. I mean, that's the whole point. We were teenagers and those were cute girls. I mean, there's not much science to that one.
Dave,
Dave,
I had a crush on Alex Mack.
yes,
Yeah.
Alex Mack was dope too.
Okay, Alex Mack started off like, whatever, and then somewhere around season 3, you're like, oh, yo, you can wear a dress. Not to sound like that, but I mean,
It's
when you take off the hat, you're like, yo, Alex Mack.
Yeah.
Let's change topics now.
so
Thank you,
back
Toby.
to rumors.
So yeah, Florence Pugh, who we talked about before, Pugh, I don't remember, to take over as the Black Widow. They're looking at, so she's been tapped. Supposedly, Scarlett Johansson is going to be moving on to other projects. The character is dead in the MCU.
The baton.
Yeah.
It's a smart way considering how they ended the movie franchise with Endgame.
Yeah.
It'd be a smart way to be able to bring back Black Widow.
Yeah,
It's a smart way.
Oh, by the way, Daniel Stern. We just got it from someone
Right.
in the comments. Thank you. Daniel Stern was the voiceover for the Wonder Years. Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for it. Scarlett Johansson is cool, but she keeps doing mad problematic shit and pissing people off. Like, you can't stop almost taking. Sorry, Brandon.
I didn't even know she did something.
Well, she keeps almost taking roles that she really shouldn't be taking, and then when people are like, "Hey, Scarlett, stop taking these roles," she like gets defensive, like, "I'm an actress trying to express myself. I have the freedom. The whole point's to be a different character." It's just like, yeah, ScarJo, you're not getting it. Like, people are telling you for a reason they don't want you to play some of these roles. Same way Halle Berry just stepped down from a role that was a trans character that she was supposed to possibly play. Anyways,
stick to the John Wick franchise. She was fine with that.
Oh yeah, John Wick's amazing. Halle Berry's had her moments.
Yeah.
Well, Skinny, we made a face. We got thoughts?
I'm saying I'm not gonna say nothing regarding the whole role thing. I'm leaving that alone.
But speaking about roles that she fucked up, she screwed up Storm, but maybe Janela Mona will do a better job.
Monet? Sorry, that's your name.
Yeah, I tried so hard to do a good say.
No.
Hey, that is.
I'm not mad at him.
Title.
I'm not mad at him.
That is. You have to put her photo, and it has to say Janela Mono.
Monet. I said Mona. I said
No,
Mona.
man.
What
It
is,
said Janelle Mono.
I'll listen back to it, but you said Janelle properly. You definitely didn't say the last name properly, and that's okay.
I did not. I'm horrible with names.
That is
I tried.
fantastic.
I know,
But you know what?
I
Yes,
give you.
I've seen
You know what though?
Janelle has acted in different things.
I'll give him points for the segue attempt though.
Yeah.
He went for the three, he missed it, but got the rebound.
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give that to you.
I'd say
But,
he recovered it before it went out of bounds. He did one of those.
I think
Except
Janelle
in
could
play.
actually kill the role. To be honest,
Oh, man.
I've seen her act
no.
in a few things.
Don't get me wrong. Agreed. She's great. She's actually a very good actress. But as Storm, nah, homie. I
You don't
need.
see her?
I need.
Well, like,
I'm.
like she's a I don't know. She's a fantastic
right.
actress. I'm not scared that she'd do a good job. And again, it may not come down to her. It might come down to direction, man. And
Exactly.
Like how they approach the character.
Listen, no one thought Paul Rudd and Ant-Man would be anything.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay,
People said the same thing for Heath Ledger.
Yeah, man. So
I said it for Heath Ledger.
She has some
I hate
street
you
cred,
motherfuckers
man.
sometimes with your fucking good points. That shit's so aggravating. I was about to be like, she can't do it because, and then you assholes come in with, well, these other actors did amazing jobs, and it's like, fuck.
It comes down.
I have your storm.
Who?
Okay, you guys have all seen Dear White People.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Not the lead actress.
Ashley, the friend?
Coco.
Ooh, yes. Blessed be.
Who?
Coco is the lesbian, the girl that has a dog. She's a lesbian. She's like dating.
Actually, shit, yeah, Coco, or even her best friend, the stuck-up one that was in Atlanta.
Ashley's in Atlanta?
I think so.
Nah, man, I'm taking Janelle. This girl still.
I still want the girl who plays Bill Quist on American Gods. Yete, the Nigerian girl. Yetide Badatki.
That could work.
I probably fucked up that name bad too.
I'm sure she's a good actress.
She is. And
I've never actually seen American Gods, really, so.
That's fair. I think because that's the thing. Janelle Monáe is great, but you know what, man, y'all suck. Because I really can't say it. If Janelle Monáe is a good actress, she's a good actress.
What are we really looking for? We're looking for some kind of like Beyonce style star power for Storm, without really looking for Beyonce.
Antoinette Robinson.
Who? Sorry.
Antoinette Robinson.
That's Coco.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking of the other girl. Who's the girl that has the dog? The West
Ashley
Indian.
Wayne Featherson. So Joelle.
Okay.
She looks just like Janelle, this Antoinette girl. they actually have a similar structure.
Shut up, Toby.
Here, you know who's a better Storm? This clone of Janelle.
All right, I'm out.
Chris Hemsworth or the other Hemsworth?
Oh my god.
That's great.
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll see what comes of it. I
Yeah.
think the Storm talk means Storm's coming soon.
The fact that Janelle Monáe's out here throwing her name in the ring, I mean, that's dope. But who's the other one that threw? Method Man said he wants to play Bishop. That's another one that I was like,
That's fine. Is he too old? Is the Bishop old?
I don't know. Bishop's a
Method Man's
time
like
traveler.
50,
He could be whatever age you
yeah.
want.
right now.
But Method Man could potentially be like, there could be makeup to make him look a little younger, and it'd be fine, I think.
But wait, how much younger do you need him to look? He's a black man from the future. He's gonna look.
Yeah, Bishop's 40.
He's-
Yeah, but he's not like in his.
Oh,
Isn't he in like his 50s now?
Method is like mid-50s.
Method Man is.
Yeah.
But guys,
He's not that
he's
old.
black.
He's not
A
cable.
50-year-old
Okay,
Method
Method Man
looks
is
like
50.
yeah, but
What?
again, a 50-year-old Method still could pass for a 40-year-old Bishop. Let's not pretend like
Skinny, you look surprised he's 50.
Holy shit, this nigga's.
yeah. All your favorite rappers are in their midlife right now, homie. That's what's
We
that's
are
what's
old, bro. That's your problem. We are old.
yeah.
That's great. That is great.
Like, how old is Redman?
Just
Redman is
remember when we were watching them on TV, they had a good 10, 15
yeah.
years on us.
How old is Redman? Someone please tell me how old Redman is, because I
Reggie Noble's like at least.
Redman.
40-something.
Reggie
No,
Noble.
Redman's got to be like 43.
age,
Redman is 50 years old.
Oh my God, so they're the same age.
Jesus.
I thought Redman was a bit younger, actually.
I thought
So
he was
is
older.
Busta Rhymes. So is Nas.
Yeah, man, all of them.
Nas is 46. God damn.
Wait, what year? What year? If oh, okay, yeah, the 70s.
70.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yo, that makes sense though. If you're born in the 70s and you're a young black man, you wanted to be a fucking rapper. Like the disco era then leads into like the sampling and hip hop and all that, and you grow up in the 80s listening to hip hop. That's all you wanted to do.
Yep, 100%.
So
80s, 90s.
Yeah, man.
That was like the predominant thing for sure.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That and basketball player.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's also because that's all they told us we could be. Let's not forget. That is those were the paths they said. You're black and you're from the ghetto. Here's a mic and here's a basketball. Figure out which one you like more.
See. Okay. In certain places, like America, for sure.
Yes.
Here, I just for some reason those sounds and the way they look playing, like it resonated with me.
Yes, because
And
those
I think
were
it
the
just comes
only.
down to
But Toby, you realize that's because those were the only successful black people that we saw depicted, other than
That's
Cosby and Fresh Prince.
that's deep.
It's
Yeah,
true,
no,
man.
no.
I'm not trying to like. But think about it.
No,
Like,
I feel you.
like you're because like the other successful black person of the 90s was Clarence Thomas, who is a Supreme Court judge accused of sexual like misconduct. Like that's another big successful. Jesse Jackson, who ran for politics, but we were kids, so we're not interested in politics. Like when you look at all the Oprah. I don't want to be a talk show host. Like you look at all the successful black people from when we were kids. The most successful ones that were interesting were the athletes and the
Rappers.
Yeah, that's
And then you have, like,
I mean, when you put it that way,
Yeah.
it definitely shows the power of influence. I
Because,
guess.
dude, check this out. Even so, Brandon, let me see if I'm as director. Was Spike Lee someone that looked interesting and appealing to you when you were growing up? Was Spike Lee one of the people you looked up to?
Not necessarily.
No,
to be
okay.
honest. I mean, when I was, but it was out of my only later on in life that I realized
Okay.
what a great actor he was. When I was young, no. It's only until I started studying film
Okay.
that I was like,
'Cause-
yeah, Spike Lee dope as hell.
Because I'm thinking, like, one of my friends was telling me, he was just like, when I was watching movies and stuff and I was so into Spike Lee himself was connected to the culture of basketball because he's always courtside and to the culture of hip hop because hip hop was in his movies. So even the successful people who aren't doing the two things that we're told we should be doing were still connected to those cultures.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
No, you're right. Definitely right about that. If we saw different representation, things might be a bit different for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at the representation. I like to think that those guys, like basketball players that went on to do things in the community, I'm happy about that. And the rappers that like grew up, like it's dope seeing the rappers we liked growing up be like Jay-Z is a successful businessman who's married to one of the most successful singers and is constantly doing things in the community. And the next generation looks up to him and respects him. Dr. Dre, a successful businessman. P. Diddy, successful businessman.
Right, but they all had to come in through the same routes, right?
Yeah.
To get to the points where
But that speaks volumes, man. The fact that they had to start there for people to believe in them to do something else, or for their own way to like make their own path, they had to start at the same place.
Yeah,
fucking nuts. It's crazy.
That's crazy when you put it that way, because Dr. Dre was pretty much on his way out the door, and it took him getting a white rapper to get back in.
Yeah.
It says so. Hey man, you know what? Kudos to that. It was a good move to be like, you can't do anything else but rap in basketball, man. They really pigeonholed everyone, man. It's crazy.
But now, successful billionaires who develop programs and give kids other opportunities. LeBron James is out there starting schools, and as much as I don't like LeBron as a basketball player, I respect the fuck out of him as a businessman and as a community leader. I'll tell you that much. So, man, we got them. Yeah, go ahead. We out here getting deep again. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Let's move it along a little bit here.
Laura Bailey, voice actor who did Abby in The Last of Us, is getting death threats online.
Why?
Stupid.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
Because
They're
people are
upset
stupid
about how the game turned out.
But people are stupid. What does she have to do with how the game turned out?
Nothing to do with that. It's.
I will say. I will
say.
say this one thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, go ahead. I'll speak after.
I was gonna say, as much as that, this whole situation pisses me off, I will say that at one point, I did say, I hope they kill the kid who plays Joffrey because that fucker does too good of a job. I didn't message it to him. I just said it to my friend because I was mad about Game of Thrones. But I didn't say it to him. I just said it as an anger.
You can't kill the messenger because it delivered the message perfectly.
And this is coming from someone who studied television and sound and knows damn well this kid is just an actor who is told to read lines, but he did it too well, and that shit pissed me off.
I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
No, I was gonna say I didn't even know why. I'm a massive fan of Last of Us. Like to me, my top 3 favorite games I've ever played in my life.
Dope.
You mean favorite movies you've ever played? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. There's barely any gameplay in that game.
What? Look, man. Yeah, you're getting me fired up.
Let's get in, people. In this corner.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. There's a lot of gameplay in it, but I do agree that this game, compared to any other game that had cutscenes in it, I was like, all right, X, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Last of Us was so well done, so well written, acted, that I didn't mind the cutscenes because it added for me the story and it was incredible.
Yeah.
Ellen
Page was amazing.
Yo, don't shit.
Keep going. Don't let us.
I'm sorry. Ignore me.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, have you guys played the second one? Anyone play the second one?
I haven't.
I know what happens in the second one. I haven't played it.
I haven't played it.
I'm still playing it right now, actually, and it's to me, it's incredible. And I think people who are complaining are little boys who wanted to play as male characters, because this whole game you're playing as female characters. It's incredible and the story's really good. So I don't understand all these the game's incredible, but people were pushing some feminist agenda and all sorts of bullshit. But
so I did see that in a lot of the comments and a lot of the things and things that were posted.
It's complete bullshit. I think they're the same thing they did with Brie Larson and
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they killed her for no reason.
Yeah, there's something I don't understand. One thing though, the first game you play as Homeboy, and the girl is in the game.
Yeah.
The second game you play as the girl that you were introduced to and is in the story, who you also got to play as in the first game in some mission. Why is that like I don't understand the anger.
No. So they're okay with her. That's not Abby. That's Ellie.
No, I know. That's the main character you're playing as now, though. Like, I think what Brandon's saying is that people are so upset over just having to play as a female character, they just started targeting all the characters and all the voice actors associated to the project, because they're just like, I don't want to play as this girl, so I'm going to be mad about every other thing and have excuses to just lash out at people.
Yeah, they wanted more Joel, pretty much.
It's ridiculous.
It's such a well-told story that to me, it was like, without any spoilers. I'm just everything that happened. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think the first one was so well done that people are actually get so attached to a character that it doesn't really come down to whether he's male or female? It's more like you're messing with my favorite character and that's who I want to play as? Because
I would like to think for me, I would like to think that, but I think it's really just because they're like just jerks and the Gamergate type thing.
I'm inclined to be on the same side as Brandon based on everything else that's happened for sure.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that's exactly what it was. And some of the comments, again, like I said, was like pushing a feminist agenda and all sorts of bullshit. And I was like, it's nonsense. Yeah. Joel was a good character. Ellie was a fantastic. To me, Ellie was like my favorite character in the first one because she had a lot of depth to her. I mean, so did Joel in a way, but. Like, to me, seeing her grow up, I want to see more of that and see how she develops in a world. She was a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid who grows up in this apocalypse zombie world. Yeah. I want to play as this character and see how she's changed throughout.
Yeah,
right.
He's already gonna be the same dude that he was. Like, so
that's a good point.
Anyway, I get very heated because I love that game.
So that's a good point, man. I didn't even think about it that way.
That game really loves that game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna continue with the other gaming stuff, but I'll let you finish your last thought.
No, I was just saying it was so good that I played with my girlfriend next to me, and she sobbed. Like, not just cry, she was like,
"Aw, damn, man."
Good. And that's the second time I've seen her doing that. The last time was playing the first game.
Oh shit!
But it's so written that it really brings you in. It's so well done that I'm afraid that the movie that they're going to make about it is not going to be as well done.
How could it be? And why do you need a movie?
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
This
is practically an interactive movie.
Yeah, Skinny Ring.
It is, but
you don't need live action, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Continuing with video games, Xbox reportedly interested in acquiring WB Interactive.
Why didn't you read it exactly as I wrote it?
I opened the article. What did you? Microsoft.
You just want him to say that, really? You want to say
I'm moving along.
Micro hard for Batman. That's
well, you know what's funny. You know what's funny about that though? Here's one of my questions because I don't understand how gaming works. So you guys clue me in. A gaming studio is looking to buy WB Interactive, which makes video games, but Warner Brothers owns the characters. So if Xbox acquires WB Interactive, they won't get Batman by default. They'll get Arkham Asylum and have to license the rights to use Batman for future games. Because Warner Brothers can still license out Batman to other companies now, the way Marvel licensed out the Avengers to every random fucking company to make a game all of a sudden.
They're trying to get like the people, the design, like the I don't know the real term of it, but like the architectural designs of how they map out the games and stuff, and like the graphics that they are able to create. That they're trying to acquire those assets.
They're trying to get the
bases, and the IPs,
but also obviously Sony owns Spider-Man, and that's a staple on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So what Xbox and Microsoft is trying to do is find that one thing, that same way how PlayStation has that flagship game. Man, PlayStation has been killing them with the God of War, the Spider-Man, like the exclusive titles, and Microsoft doesn't have those. It's lacking.
Do you think Sorry, Brandon?
I said the one thing that you used to have that really got people to buy like 360 was Gears of War.
Right. Yeah. And Halo.
And that was a really good game. Yeah. They dropped the ball with those later games.
Because that's the thing.
I hope they don't take Batman because I don't want to play Batman on Xbox because I won't buy an Xbox. Fuck Xbox.
But I mean, the way I'm looking at this is if I'm Warner Brothers, I wouldn't want to limit myself to Xbox only for my games. Because I've already been on PlayStation.
100%.
So to me, it seems I still think that even if Xbox gets WB Interactive, more like what Dave was saying, they're gonna get all the coding and structure of game building that they've done, but they're not necessarily gonna get the characters just like that, because WB still owns these characters.
Yes, but Microsoft can get rights to characters like the Harry Potter games, for example,
okay.
DC Warner Brothers characters that they aren't using, and with that technology, create a game that's good enough, or get a character that's good enough to draw more people to their platform. That's really all this play is. It's a moonshot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. Yeah.
Ubisoft.
And other news.
Same old story. What happened
I
with
was
the
gonna
VP?
try and do a segue.
Oh,
Ubisoft, you be hard for. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God. Especially not with this
Ubisoft-
story.
well,
Wait. Yeah, I was gonna
this
say, isn't this story about some bad shit? I don't know if we want to use that. Maxime Belland, former creative director and editorial vice president of Ubisoft Toronto, has resigned from his position following assault allegations published on social media, as reported by Kotaku reports. I mean,
That just means he did the crime. He's doing the time by leaving, and that
didn't someone else in Ubisoft just get outed for doing some fuck shit too? Like another dude?
Ubisoft is getting it hard.
A whole bunch of higher ups in Ubisoft got into some deep doo doo.
It was it's him and that Tommy Francois guy.
Yeah.
Same thing. So I think there might have been some weird like leadership ring of, sexually assaulting your employees or some BS that's gonna come out of this. And it's just like I said in the doc, it's just the same old story of just men abusing, and making everyone else look bad. Like
they were telling women to be wary of him around the office. That's bad, man. Like, who was the other dude that got Pixar? One of the dudes at Pixar was like that. They were saying that they used to warn him, and like he hugs for a really long time, and I was like, shit, man, that's bad. Like, that's not a good.
There's a bunch of Joe Bidens everywhere.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Anyway,
speaking of Kanye, no, sorry.
On top of this story, and if you guys don't know, look up Joe Biden and young girls.
No, we know.
It's just okay. All right.
Unfortunately, those are you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in the States right now, and that's really fucked up. Like to just anyways,
one thing I wanted to point out about this Belland story is that his wife was actually head of HR.
Oh shit!
Wow,
dude,
so
conflict
I'm curious
of interest.
to know exactly.
Like, you can't have your wife be the head of HR in a company where you. Yeah, like, how do people come to you with complaints about the husband? Like, that obviously gets swept under the rug.
What I encourages that shit.
Sorry, Skinny?
What I wonder if
Ubisoft encourages that shit. They literally like want people within the company to marry within the company. They encourage that shit all day.
Oh,
they don't allow loyalty any parties.
They don't allow what?
Spouses. They don't want you to bring your spouse to any parties at all, like ever.
Wow.
Essentially, they want you to cheat with someone at the party, fall in love, and ruin your life. But hey, you still work for Ubisoft. We were there for you. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Yeah. Joss Whedon sucks. Okay, next thing.
Let's move on to the rumor.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot of time left. WandaVision series order up to 9. The rumor comes from the fact that a stunt person updated their resume to say that they worked on stunts in episode 109. Naming conventions and numbering conventions for television shows, usually 109 would be season 1, episode 9. So a lot of people are assuming that WandaVision is going to have 9 episodes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
crazy.
And then they're about to start filming again for whatchamacallit, Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? That was the other thing. It's not there, but
Spider-Man's filming in September.
Cool. And then Michael Keaton in the Flash movie, meh. But Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton, fire.
Would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
What do you think, Skinny?
I mean,
as him playing old Batman.
Leave DC alone.
Okay. Yeah, you're really off the DC train completely, huh?
Yeah, dude, I agree.
Stop talking about Batman for 2 weeks. Let's go 2 months without talking about Batman.
He's not wrong.
I want to hear it.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Don't do Batman for. Let MCU have one flop, and then start looking.
They did.
That's never gonna happen.
Who was the flop? I mean, other than Thor. No, I'm talking about movies.
I mean, Humans was not MCU.
Yeah, that's TV. That's TV. I'm saying give them one movie flop where the movie is like bashed by fans, bashed by reviews. DC, and even then, DC, sit down and start planning. Don't throw one out to throw one out. Start planning.
You know what Marvel's done though is they have a formula, man. There's never going to be a flop because they'll always do just well enough.
I know. We've talked about it. They literally have a formula that it's working, so don't change it. Just keep doing the exact same thing. People will go see it.
But they're at a point where they just got to the sweet spot. Like they literally had to come up with their own gumshoe up until this point, and then they got the character they wanted back. So now they don't even have to try.
Yeah.
So in your mind, Skinny, if we're not going to talk Batman, Superman, John Jones, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, all these characters we've seen already in live action form.
Yeah.
Who would you pick?
Give me Green Lantern.
No, Martian Manhunter, they gotta do right.
Yeah,
right.
Him.
Give me Green Lantern. Give me Martian Manhunter. Let's talk about freaking I don't know. Like, there's so many. Okay. The dude from it's gonna bother me, man. He's a black superhero with his psychic rocket.
Oh, Icon.
Icon. Boom. There's Icon. There's Static. There, and I'm not even just focusing on black heroes. There's on the other side. You can do Nightwing. You could do
You could do Red Hood finally.
Nightwing technically falls under, but those technically fall under Batman.
Same with
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, but that's
Batman Beyond is not about Batman. Yeah. Technically, it's about.
I mean, Bruce Wayne is still the lead in Bruce Wayne's still heavy in Batman Beyond. He'll
also still be mentioned in heavy Nightwing, probably.
Yeah.
No, because if you do the story with Nightwing where he gets mad and leaves and moves to Bloodhaven and legit starts over, Batman's not in Bloodhaven. He's not hanging out with him there. He's not guiding him. It's Nightwing as a graduate doing his own thing. But, I mean, I get what you're saying for Nightwing, but we already have Nightwing in Titans. At that point, I would say...
Nightwing movie.
I know, I did want the Nightwing movie. But then you're essentially getting a Daredevil with visibility, with sight. That's at that point.
Yeah.
Because the fighting style, the weaponry, that's almost all the same-ish right now.
That's true.
Apparently, there's a rumor that someone told me. I don't know how much truth is it to it.
Hey, rumor segment, baby. Hit us.
Yeah. That there was not going to be any Terry in it, and it was about Barbara Gordon. Like if they do this Batman Beyond movie. That's what I heard.
Whoa.
It would be Barbara Gordon?
Yeah, I don't know how much truth is in behind.
But wait.
This is my problem. This whole thing.
He's doing a slow clap. You know it's bad. When you clap in between every word, that's the same as when you write a sentence and put a period after every word. It's like, listen to me now.
I don't mind female-led movies. But not, or anyone else-led movies, but not at the cost of the original.
But not, also, don't call it Batman Beyond if you're gonna give it Batwoman, like Batgirl, doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. Yeah. Just they need. Oh man.
Not Terry.
That's
rude. That's rude.
It's a bad rumor.
You can't call something Batman Beyond and have no Terry.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't make sense.
Oh shit, guys, we gotta wrap it up. I didn't realize, man, we have so much fucking fun every time.
I know.
But I gotta
thank you for coming by, Brandon.
Yeah, man, I gotta say to all the people who've been tuned in, y'all stayed because we had consistent people just hanging out, watching the show, hanging out, talking to us. So we appreciate it. On the weekly, the numbers are even still going up as we continue.
I don't even want to say Lee J's last comment because I feel like we broke the streak already by not.
I saw. Yeah, I saw. I mean, we did mention Stern. We just didn't mention.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I know. Brandon
has no idea where we're talking about.
He doesn't need to. Hey, so bye,
Brandon, you know what? Let me tell you a story about someone who can't direct TV. No, I'm joking.
We're good.
Brandon, anything?
Keep going to the next week.
Brandon, anything you want to tell people before we all sign off?
Be safe.
That's so funny because that's something we say every week.
Promote your shit, man. Moving Mind Studio has stuff going on. Y'all been playing games.
What?
Moving Mind. You guys have been playing games online, been hanging out.
Yeah, we're doing some hangout stuff. We're working on developing some things. So as I said, if things, knock on wood, come to fruition, I'm coming straight to you, man.
Also, Campus Law, you guys did the commentary for Campus Law, right?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So if you guys want to check that out, they can check it. What's the page?
Yeah.
I'll let you say it.
We want on everything.
Yep, Moving Minds. Bong bong.
At Moving Mind Studios.
No S.
What'd you think of Rick and Morty, by the way?
Oh no! Why? No. Do
you like Rick and Morty?
We gotta sign off.
Who's the person? Dan Harmon?
No! The name was
I'm
said.
actually hanging up. I'm late for something. I don't need this. Have yourself a great week. You were great, and I'm signing off.
No, don't close. You're gonna mess up the framing.
I did it.
Okay, boys.
Yeah, she left. Yeah, she left.
Motherfucker. Anyways, guys, that's the whole show. It was a fun one. And Dave's not coming back next week because he just bounced out before we're done. Have to kick his ass out. But yeah, anything. That's it, guys. That's pretty much it. We're number 3 in the city for top 10 podcasts, and we've been doing it for 5 years. Oh, I actually found our legacy number the other day. This is episode 260 something. Our legacy's
That's crazy.
We've done 200. We've done
clips on YouTube and doing. Anyway, we'll talk offline, Brian. I want to talk to you about some stuff.
Oh, cool. Okay, man. That's it, guys. We're signing off. Thank you for tuning in once again. Peace. Don't drink and drive. Always wear your gym cast. Safe sex is good sex. Wear helmets when you ride bikes because the city is treacherous. And
watch speed that they're supposed to be watched in. You get that?
Wait, what? What did you say?
Watch movies in the proper speed that they're supposed to be watched in.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Watch movies at 1.75 because that's the speed that they are naturally made at now, and everything else is slow. Okay, we out, y'all.
Devin volunteering our regular Dave spot.
Peace, y'all.
Wow.